doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy this content, and let's get on with the video. Today I just want to talk to you guys about how reverting back to your old ways can be very, very dangerous, and how it creeps in very slowly and you sometimes don't realize how easily it's coming, forward. The past few weeks, I'm gonna lie, I've had weeks of it. I just felt very, very down, very, very low, just not in the mood, just not really feeling it. And I think it usually happens at this time. I guess it's because it's summer, coming into summer, it's spring. My birthday month is coming, and I guess I feel like I haven't achieved certain things that I wanted to achieve, so then it makes me more anxious that, more than halfway through the year, and I feel like I haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve. I'm like, will I achieve it? And I think this is that panic we feel at times where it's like, oh my god, like what if I actually don't achieve my vision board? Like a lot of things have been set back for me in terms of just this year. So my vision board, I wanted to do my driving. Past that, I was doing great, going to my regular meetings with my driving instructor. It was really good, to be fair. I will say that, like, that's one thing I'll say, it was really good. And then out of nowhere, he literally was like, oh yeah, I'm no longer doing driving, so our driving lessons are gonna have to stop. And I was shocked, let's just say that. I was very shocked, and I was just also saddened by it, because I was just like, oh, another bump in the road. And part of me felt it coming in a way, and I don't want to say I fulfilled it by feeling that way, but the way obviously he was acting at certain points, I was like, oh my god, what if he's slowly backing away, and he keeps missing lessons, he's not coming to lessons, I'm messaging him like, oh, we're not meant to meet today, and he's like, oh, I thought it was next week, kind of thing. Whether it was true that he's no longer driving, I don't know, but I just feel like we were so close to me actually booking my driving test, and it's just like, Lord, another thing. At a moment in time, I felt defeated more than anything. I tried to keep hope alive in terms of just being like, it's okay, I'll get another instructor, it's okay, I'll do this and that. And then I called new instructors, and they're like, it's like a 2-month waiting list for you to put down to find an instructor. So the past 2 months I've not been driving. And to just say, it is frustrating. It is very much frustrating. Today's video is very much going to be more of a laid back kind of talky, my experience video. So sit back, have coffee, eat tea, and let's get chatting, guys, about hard things. And just in that moment, I just felt so defeated, and I was like, here we go again. Like, I've been trying to drive for the past god knows how many years, and it just feels like each time something is stopping me. I feel, in all honesty, I felt defeated. I still do. And a part of me is, trying to kind of navigate it still. I still put myself on the waiting list for 2 cars, but I just kind of was like, I kind of said to God, like, whatever, God, I put myself on the driving list for these car places, but I don't really care. Like, at this moment in time, I literally don't even care about driving anymore. And obviously it's something that I do care about, because when we have kids, I kind of want to have a car, I don't really want to be trekking on a bus or, a taxi all the time. I kind of want to be driving myself. So it is something that is important to me. And it's just, it's one of them things that's just kind of like, once again, you're like, I feel defeated. And then I wanted to go on holiday in April, just with me and my sister and my friends again. And then we ended up not doing that. And once I put my mind to something and I want to do it, and when I don't do it, I do feel like I feel it at times. And obviously I shouldn't, but I do, unfortunately. And a part of me just felt like, oh, great, we haven't done that. That's another thing. The weight loss side has been good, but obviously that has been up and down as well. I gained 19 pounds back. I'm trying to navigate that again, making sure that, my mind is right again. So safe to say, 2025 has been good, but also been a lot, also navigating my business, trying to open that back up, trying to make sure, all the funds are there. Just navigating my finances as well, just in my everyday life, just all these things. Like, you sometimes come up and you're like, oh, what the hell am I doing? And it's every single thing that was on my vision board at the moment doesn't feel like it's getting to where it needs to be, And I just kind of wanted to say, like, if you are feeling that way, you're not alone. Hence me telling you all this about myself and what I've been experiencing. And just don't beat yourself down. Keep the hope alive. Keep on chugging along. And even sometimes when it's like those moments where you're just like, I'm just going to give it to you, God, because I just don't really know what's happening here. But I'm just going to trust that you've got a plan, you've got something in hand. And even in that sense, when the guy told me that he wasn't driving anymore, and then found out that the lessons in my area, it was taking up to a year, so literally a year waiting list for you to even like book in. So I guess in a way it's the mercy of God, but at the same time it did feel like that at the time. It felt like still I'm gonna have to wait, like I'm gonna have to wait another year, like what the heck. So sometimes it can be uncomfortable in those seasons, and it's not always fun, it's not always happy, it's not always positive. But I continue to show up, I continue to put my best foot forward and continue to trust God even in those moments. So don't revert back to, your negative self-talk, your negative self-beliefs about yourself, thinking, oh, I can't do this, or what is the point of even continuing on? And I think that's one thing for me. I realize if something doesn't go my way or doesn't happen the way I like it to, I end up feeling that, what is the point of even trying? And we shouldn't really have that mindset. You should continue going, striving, pushing forward, continue to, hope, trust God that He can do it for you. So yeah, I think it's in the season, maybe that's what God is trying to teach me. And I think sometimes in those seasons where it's difficult and you're kind of like, what is happening? Like everything just doesn't seem to be working out. Maybe just see what God is trying to work out in you, what He's trying to help you work on it within yourself. It's rarely about the materialistic things that we're wanting. God is actually trying to find our heart, trying to change our heart, trying to mold our heart, transform our hearts. So in those seasons, I think it is the testing of your heart and the testing of your character. And I think, yeah, I'm in that season right now where I'm just kind of like, Lord, I know you're trying to do something new, but at the same time, it feels like the new thing isn't that coming soon enough. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, guys, what's been happening in my life. But I am going on holiday, so we're not gonna be down, we're not gonna be downcast. I feel like we're gonna go have the holiday, enjoy, have fun, and just come back recouped, and just fresh eyes, fresh perspective, that everything is working for my good, even if it doesn't feel like it at the moment. God is good in all things and all the time. And I think that's one thing I've just kind of had to realize as I grow up, that even though the things that are not happening when I want them to, God is still good. Like God is still working it, God is still, He's behind the scenes, He's still, doing whatever He needs to do. And there's a reason, everything has a reason. I might not understand it yet, and sometimes I don't need to understand it, or I'll never understand it, but it's okay. Like everything will work out. And sometimes it's just the preparation stage, and I feel like maybe this is the preparation stage for me in my life right now, to just get everything in order in terms of certain areas that I need to, in terms of my finances, preparing the business, preparing myself for the things that are to come. Because I think sometimes we're like, Lord, give me the overflow, give me what I need, but He's like, I need you to prepare for what I'm about to give you, because I can't give you in the space that you're expecting small or you're expecting little. He'll give you He'll give you what you're believing for. If you're believing for the small, He'll give you the small. If you believe for big, He'll give you the big. So maybe God is trying to expand my heart to make sure I actually believe for bigger, rather than just believing for the small things that I think are very important, like driving. At the moment is my main concern, but hey ho, it is what it is. And in essence, to be fair, it will work out, it will happen, and I know God is faithful. So I'll come back hopefully with a testimony, guys, telling you about my driving, etc., and everything else that is happening in my life. But yeah, I just want you guys to be encouraged that, yeah, it might feel like at the time that you kind of like can revert back to the same mindset of like, let me just go back to what I was doing, because this is not working. This positivity, this thinking I will get better, having that gratitude. No, keep going on, keep holding fast, and you've got this. At the end of the day, we're all going through it. Everyone is not exempt from going through certain things in life. Just because you see people on YouTube talking, showing their lives, showing their smiling, and we're not exempt from lifing. And like I said, I always try to be realistic on here. I try and be transparent, not to lie, not to sugarcoat everything. And that's why I always make sure to tell you guys what's happening when I am in a funk, when I'm in an era. I'm just like, oh. For you that follow me on TikTok, you'll see obviously on the times when I am in a funk, I'll let you know. I'll be like, guys, I'm in a funk. This is what's happening. But yeah, life will life sometimes, but it's okay. It will get better. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you guys for watching. As always, please do like, comment, and subscribe below. Hit the notification button if you'd like to be notified of any new videos that I post. And I post every Wednesday and Saturdays, twice a week, weekly. So yeah, if you'd like to follow me on the journey of transformation, as well as some vlogs, lifestyle videos, and also my weight loss journey, do like, comment, and subscribe.